Hi guys, ya ustedes saben que este es Nica Flow 505. Hoy vamos a hacer un vlog con Greg y su esposa. Estamos aquí donde el negocio de él ahorita, si pueden ver aquí, the Palms Beach Bar and Grill. Esto es básicamente donde hemos pasado nuestra semana aquí en San Juan del Sur. Entonces, si hay algunos de ustedes que miran este video, vengan aquí y entren, saluden. ¿Qué tal, mi gente? Bienvenidos a otro episodio. Si esta es tu primera vez en mi canal, me gustaría invitarte a que te suscribas, le des like, share, comment. Mi gente, hoy estamos con el mero Greg. ¿Entienden? Mr. Palms, DJ Palms, o como ustedes lo quieran llamar, Mr. 813, Tampa Bay. It's my boy, Tampa Bay. We represent. Yes. So Greg, first off, I appreciate you. I appreciate everything that you have done, bro, in my country, and you know how inspiring you are as a person as well, brother. You check it. I don't know who have told you this, but I want to let you know personally so that you inspire me, bro, because I'm from Nicaragua, and you know there is a lot of things that you have done that I would love to do myself as well, you know, and ain't nowhere I would love to learn all of these things if it's not with you. You check it. So first off, bro, give an introduction to the people, then let them know a little about you.
Hola. What's going on, social media world? My name is Greg. I lived here in San Juan del Sur, Nicaragua for 3 years. We're at the Palms right now, the Palms Beach Bar and Grill. It's in San Juan del Sur. I don't know if you guys have seen my wife yet, but she's gonna be in another video here too. I love the country, I love the culture, and I'm blessed to be in Nicaragua every day.
So the first question that we came up with for Greg is, Greg, what originally brought you to Nicaragua and why couldn't you leave?
So 3 years ago I came to Nicaragua for dental work. In Florida, Tampa Bay, it was $45,000 to get all of my teeth done, not just the veneers I got. I came in January 2019 with some friends, went by a dentist and went in for a quote and realized, wow, a third of the price. So 3 months later, March 15th, I came back to Nicaragua for dental work. It would have been about 2-3 months of dental work. And 2 days later, the world shut down. And it wasn't like I was stuck here. I tell people I was stuck here, but I wasn't stuck here. I chose to be here. You know, at 32 back then, I had no kids. I wasn't married at the time. I was working digitally. So I decided just to stay in lockdown here in San Juan del Sur and get my dental work done, as you see
That Colgate smile. So that's what happened. Okay. So basically you're telling me so that you chose Nicaragua to do your mouth, right?
Dental work.
But why Nicaragua? Why not somewhere else? Is it what, just because of the price, or what was it other than the price?
In a whole, this was the first country I've ever been to, besides the United States. So for me, it wasn't about the price. It was just more of who I was associating myself with. In Costa Rica, it's American prices. So even in a border country, it
was cheaper for you to basically come here. Did you look for any other country other than Costa Rica, maybe like Mexico, DR?
Absolutely. So during the lockdown, I decided to stay, and I founded Destination Dentistry. To answer your question, the only and number one travel dentistry company was Cancun Dental in Mexico. Mexico never shut down during the lockdown, so people were going in and out of Mexico through the whole shutdown. So for me, it was more so being creative, and I felt confident with my decision to stay here and to continue with my dental work.
Okay, good. So, before you arrived to Nicaragua, what did you expect it to be like?
Man, for me, I'm personally, I guess everybody's different. So let me just say that you coming from Europe or another country, coming to Nicaragua could affect people differently. So for me, I had an open mind. I really didn't know what to expect, other than I was able to feel safe in the country, even though with my background in firearm protection. I just felt like it was right. I remember the first day I got in San Juan del Sur, I was eating at El Timon. And just being at El Timon on the water with the Jesus statue, the little community, I just felt at home.
Good,
you know? So for me, it was no really different. It was just a different location. In Florida, like where we're sitting right now, it reminds me of Florida.
Yes, somewhat, yes.
So for me, the weather is similar. But what kept me is honestly, I felt safe, the culture, the people. And I had a strong will to stay. I didn't want to go back to Tampa Bay. Why would I go back to Tampa Bay and lock down when I can live here in Nicaragua, in San Juan, and survive?
Nice, bro.
Don't skip anything.
Okay, so my question is, how was it different from what you expected, and how was it the same? Like you basically explained like the weather and stuff like that. Was there anything like else that you can add to that?
Besides like the lay of the land, in Nicaragua there's volcanoes.
Yes.
So you can go and look into a active volcano if you want to. There's 1,000-year-old cathedrals in Leon and Granada, but to compare it, there's really no comparison, right?
No comparison, bro.
So for me, there was no different. You are who you are wherever you are. Exactly. So for me, it was still me. I was just somewhere else, but it was very similar.
Good.
It was a very similar atmosphere, very similar community, small community. I think there was 4,000 people when I came. Now I did a little bit of research, and I think there was like 8,000 or something just in San Juan. So the community is growing, the people are traveling and coming through. So I love it.
What was the experience like being here away from your family?
Yeah, that was probably the toughest. I'm an only child, so I have no brothers, no sisters. My parents have been together, I won't say over 50 years, make them sound old, but they've been together, married and together for probably over 50 years. So other than that, when Catherine and I got married, after 2 years of me being here, they came. And that's the first time that I saw them since the lockdown.
So basically 2 years before you see them again.
2 years before I saw my parents again. And that was the toughest. But with technology, I can call my dad right now.
Easy. What was your journey like building your Nicaraguan family?
I haven't built a family yet, bro. Don't get too quick on me.
Oh, you're not all these people, bro.
People that became your family.
Alright, that's a good way to put it. I'm not trying to have no kids yet. 2 years. 2 more years, I'd say. But I'm really grateful for the community. If it wasn't for as humbling as the community and the expat community, but more so the local community, I probably wouldn't feel comfortable here.
Yeah.
So for that, I'm super grateful for, I guess, the kindness and humbleness. I think we talked about how, like, if my grandfather lives here and he made burritos, and I made burritos, my son's gonna make burritos. What you're good at is what you're good at, and they're good at it. So, like my barber, I think I told you, when I come here and get a haircut, I pay $10 in Tampa. Why should I pay my boy here $1.50?
Any less.
Any less. So for me, I'm not super rich, never was, maybe someday will be, but it's about what he put into learning how to cut hair and being a barber, going to the school. And I've had my barber, I hope he doesn't get mad if he sees this, but 15 years I had one barber, and I feel my friend and my barber here is the same skill level. So For me, I told him from day one, you cut my hair like it was, I'm gonna give you what I pay because there's no difference to me.
Yes.
But the point was is that when I see somebody doing something here, they do it the best of their ability, and it's because of where they come from.
Yes. Hard working.
Exactly.
Okay.
These are good questions.
He said, who was the first person that make you really feel at home while here in Nicaragua?
Besides cat.
Person?
Yes.
I was gonna say my dog.
Well, other than your dog, right?
There's a story because during the lockdown, I adopted a dog, and I went to Revis, and my buddy was dating a girl. He says, "Hey, my girl wants to get rid of some puppies." So I drove 45 minutes to Revis, and I met her in front of a church, and I got my dog, and like I still have the picture, but she was just right here, you know. I'm like, all right, we're good. So I adopted a dog, bought a fishing pole, and I got my dental work done. But having a dog during a lockdown,
Probably the best thing.
that was like, yeah, I mean, not a person-wise, but a thing or something
Yeah, I mean,
structural, you know. Like
People
the
out
dog
there
is-
will understand as well. You know, there is a lot of animal lovers
Yeah.
that will
It wasn't
be
a
watching
cat,
this.
so sorry, cat lovers. It wasn't a cat. But
Just animal lovers. Let's
yeah,
go.
but person-wise, I would have to say there's a couple of people, and it's for different reasons. So I've known one of my expat friends here who's lived here 15 years. He's built little communities, and for me to learn the culture through his eyes, but then learning somebody who's born here that's bilingual and learning it through his eyes, I was appreciative of both angles. Because what's funny is a lot of expats don't know Spanish.
Yes.
Yo hablo poco español, mucho entiendo. My esposa's fault. But yeah, so for me it was just like, I've lived here 3 years, I can understand it, I can go out and communicate, no problems. But for me it was important to learn the culture, learn the language. I mean, it's Spanish, it's not French.
Yeah.
You know, it's nothing. I've learned Spanish in school for 2 years growing up. My local friend had to practice for years and years and years and years and years to learn Spanish. He didn't go to a school, he learned on himself reading books. So for me, I saw that way more humbling than somebody just taking a Spanish class for a
Yes.
couple of weeks. So I guess that's just me. But for me, there's, I don't want to say names, but there's 2 to 3 people, more so locals, that showed me love and understood that I was coming here for a bigger reason than to just party in the
You
Las
was well
Vegas and
received.
Nicaragua.
You
Yeah.
was well received by those 3 people.
For sure. And then from there, it was just the community. You know, like we had really bad hurricanes, and when we rented the restaurant, we had nothing, but we have a huge kitchen, and we wound up buying chicken and rice and beans. And there's 18 locals cooking in our kitchen, and we were boxing food for them. So for me, that was one of the best moments because that's what I come from. You know, and me doing something here opposed to Tampa Bay, it means a lot more to the people here, the community here. So for me, I felt more gratitude or more appreciated, I guess you'd say.
Yes.
Because the little things that I've been doing my whole life now, they're starting to mean a little bit more. And not only to me, but to the people, you know. So for me, that was also really humbling.
Love it. I love that answer, Dad. Love it. Why did you decide to stay, bro? Like your real reason to decide to stay in Nicaragua?
I never was gonna leave.
But when you came, you said you came off the dental work. Did you actually, when you came for the dental work, did you actually like say, okay, other than the dental work, I'ma just stay?
It was 3 months turned into 6 months because there was no planes.
Okay.
So from the 6 months turned into 9 months, and then by then I was just
Comfortable.
yeah. I mean, I was just comfortable. I had my dog.
Yeah.
I had my friends. I was going fishing. I was playing sports. I've been playing in the Nicaraguan softball league for 3 years.
Yeah.
Probably the only Chile in the whole league ever to play. I was in the All-Star game. They voted me top 3 batter on the team to go play in the All-Star game. So that was difficult.
Wow.
Playing softball with locals, one, because I had to show out. I had to play well. If I sucked, I wasn't gonna play. So I played for 10 years now 13 years. But I learned Spanish playing softball. I had the team camaraderie, even though there wasn't language communication as much. You can still feel when you hit the ball and your boys are cheering for you, like, you can't get that. You know, you can't pay for that kind of stuff. So that was also something I was really grateful for, was for the community and the sport community to welcome me. And I showed out. I did. I was top 3 batter, you know. But I'm super humble. Like, I play to win, and they saw that. Doesn't matter if I talked Spanish, spoke Spanish, but they know every at bat, every play. I played center field. I had played shortstop. They put me in key positions. You know? So for me, that's what kind of helped me get by.
Good.
You know, being part of the team and having that positivity without my parents or friends back in Tampa. You know. So.
What was the moment that you knew you didn't want to leave?
I mean, there's a lot of moments, but I guess to break it down would be, I mean, my wife probably would be the number one answer. But personally, before that, it was an opportunity for me to be myself. You know, not like I wasn't myself, but to live in a community like Tampa Bay at 21 million people, and then come to a nice little humble city, kind of like where I grew up. It was easy for me to let go of all the dramas of the community where we live, like New York City. It's just so much upbeat, negative, positive, so many things. Here it was super peaceful. So the peace that it brought, the growth, and the way that I was able to be more myself, and then of course when I met my wife, then it was like, I ain't going nowhere.
Yes. make it tougher.
Yeah.
Okay. What is it you love the most about Nicaragua?
I mean, I have a list. I could just
Give me your top 3 favorite things that you love about Nicaragua.
Besides my wife, the family, the community, I would just say the history, the culture here. There's so much culture in the country.
For real.
With the 19 volcanoes that we have here. We have the second largest lake in the world, or the second largest lake in the world, but the only lake with 2 volcanoes in it. I just love everything about the country. And like I said, it's what we make of it.
Yes.
I'm a pretty easygoing guy, but there's nothing that I don't like about the country, so I guess that's a plus.
Okay. What are some of the struggles you have found while learning Spanish?
Besides my wife not teaching me, only because she likes speaking English, the time to learn it. Time. Yeah, so with all our employees and my friends, I always ask them to speak Spanish to me. And if we could have this in Spanish and people could understand, I would. I would always speak Spanish. So when I learn fluently, I'm only gonna speak Spanish.
Good, bro.
Because it's where we are.
Yeah, we're not Latin country.
And it's not only the respect that I'll have by learning fluent Spanish, but I want to be able to communicate better with my wife, be able to communicate better with her family, and then especially with business. Business is super important to learn the culture and learn the language. So those are
the struggles.
Yeah, but the time to learn it, that's the number one. And I've done Duolingo. I've done like 200 days straight on Duolingo. I've wrote it 100,000 times. Duolingo doesn't help me. Doesn't help me personally.
We are learning different ways, you know, so I understand you.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about the business, bro.
So after Destination Dentistry, we founded Destination Nicaragua. We're a travel and tourism information center, as well as handling real estate. If you're trying to buy land, clearly the Destination Dentistry is one of our services. Or if you're currently living in Nicaragua and need packages shipped, we have the Fast Pack Shipping Company. It's been founded now for 2 years. I'm just very grateful because Destination Nica brings a lot of people together. We also own the Expats group. So if you guys are coming to Nicaragua, you can join the Expats in Nicaragua group and find us at destinationnica.com. But yeah, that's it.
Hey, and the Palms.
And the Palms, where we're sitting, yes, of course. So our 1 year anniversary is April 2nd here. So we've been here a year. We host private weddings, we host private birthday parties, quinceañeras, any special occasion that you need and you're in San Juan del Sur, give us a shout. We have a pool, we're right on the beach, private cabanas. If you're visiting, we hope to see you at the Palms too.
We're gonna give a little smile to what the place look like too. Well, Greg, I want to tell you, bro, thank you for the opportunity for this interview. Not only that, also thank you for receiving me here as well, me and my family.
Absolutely.
Actually, I just came and celebrate my son's birthday here when it was yesterday.
Yep.
So, you know, like he said,
Birthday.
anything you guys need or want to know about Nicaragua, you can literally contact him on one of his pages. There is so many people out there that is willing to help you guys with whatever information that you may need. So don't forget to check out his page as well, alright? But before we do that, bro, take a bite of the burger.
Yeah, so this is a 24 karat gold cheeseburger. And this is one of our famous fishbowl cocktails. As you can see, this is a Corona margarita. We have over 30 different styles of cocktail caseras that you can get. It all comes with a special duck that you take home with you so you can remember. They're meant to be shared, so if you want to come and enjoy one by yourself, you can. We do offer taxi rides home. But other than that, if you're in San Juan, come by the Palms, have a fishbowl. This literally just launched today, so it will be special. So if you guys are in San Juan and you see this in the next month or two, swing in. We can get you guys a 24 karat gold burger.
Only at the Palms.
Yeah, only
Alright.
at the Palms.
Big up.